5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Do I look like I follow politics?
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts.
Where do they teach you to talk like this? In some Panama City sailor want a hump bar? Or is this getaway day and your last shot of this whiskey? Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you may.
All right. The wait is over. All right. Hey, what can I say? I got a woman stays drunk all the time. Hey, welcome to the Fixed Radio Show. Tripod in the control booth, of course, doing his thing. Getting crazy. That's right. Mary Frances on her way. Got a little bit of traffic coming. She's our research department. She's everything. 239-791-7002. I got to apologize. The phone lines are kind of down today, so you can still leave a voice message. So if you hear something you like or you don't like, you can give us a holler at 239-791-7002 and always leave a message. We'll get back with you if it's something you want to talk about. If you want to tour the studio, you want to come out and talk to Tripod about doing some crazy stuff here, well, hell, we'll rent the place out to you. That's how we roll. You can always drop us an email, of course, at fixradioshow@gmail.com, fixradioshow@gmail.com. Always shoot us an email. We're subscribe on YouTube. I can't tell you enough. You get to see all the shenanigans, all the fun, all the words, and we'll just have a good time. It's here. We're real talk, real people, just like you. My words are weapons. I use them to crush my opponents. My words are weapons. I never did know no emotion. My words are weapons. I use them to kill whomever step into me. My words are like weaponry on a record. My words are weapons. I use them to crush my opponents. These words are weapons. I never did a show no emotion. My words are weapons. Who was that? You guys know what that is? That's right. I'm breaking it out. D12. Anyone out there even know about D12? Bet not. It's old school. Rapper. That's right. Do your homework, boys. Think you're such good rappers? Look that one up. D12. Hey, good news. We have health care. Bad news. It's the same old crap. So, okay, real quick. I don't want to spend no time on this because I'm so sick and tired of going back, but it's the news. I just want to give my 2 cents worth and get my rant and rave. I won't spend a lot of time. There was a couple of GOP guys that held out. 4 of them at first. There was Paul, Susan Collins, Mike Lee, and Jerry Moran. And then 2 of them held out. So when Obama collapses, what does that mean? Well, they're going to own it, basically. So we're stuck with it. So I don't know why we just can't go back to where it used to be. Everybody had health care. It was nice. It was affordable. I don't know what it was the deal. I don't know why they had to do it. I told you before how it all started in the 70s. And it all came out with that damn HMO. They sold us that bag of goods like they do with NAFTA, and now it was gone. So is this the art of the deal, Donald? Huh? I want to see it, Mr. Donald. Pull it out. This ain't done yet. You got a couple more years. You can still do something. Get with the Democrats and do something with this thing so people can all have some health insurance. Because I tell you what's going to happen. We're all going to end up going single payer. It's going to be government insurance. This thing's going to fall flat on its face. The Obamacare has so many holes in it, it's like Swiss cheese. It's going to sink. And we've got to fix it. So somehow we've got to fix it before it implodes on its own. They just refuse to work together, these guys in the White House. Senators, I don't know what the deal is. They try and try and try. Let me tell you about that. Look, I know the Democrats had it, and they push it to us. The Republicans tried to negotiate or push their agenda down their throat, and nobody wanted to give an inch. And, of course, I said before I wasn't a big thrill of the plan, but something had to give. So why don't you just take what you can get, Republicans? If it's just a little bit, and the Democrats will go along with it, take it. take it, man. Don't waste your time. That's a good deal. You can always get a little bit more a little bit later, but you take it now, and then you say, good, we got that, and we're good to go. So then you start working on something else. But that's how you do it. You just don't walk away and go, we didn't get everything we needed, so we're just going to let it collapse on you. And now what's going to happen is going to be a pointing finger. The Dems going to go, well, now what? It's going to fall on its face, and we're going to own it. And that's what I guess the Republicans want. So it's bad for the American people, and it's bad for the country. Let's find someplace, somebody fix it. You know, it's almost like if you have money, you get good health care. That's just how it is. Angelina Jolie, she's fixed. And she's fixed. She had health care. Mary Fraser's just running around over there. Pop star Selena Gomez, she was diagnosed with lupus, remember? She's fixed. You got money, you get fixed. Charlie Sheen, he had HIV, he's fixed. You know, Michael J. Fox, he had Parkinson's disease, been living forever. You know, the basketball player had HIV. Big black guy, I forget her name.
Jordan.
No. Michael. It's Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson.
I had the right J name.
Oh my gosh. Sheesh. Michael Douglas had like stage 4 throat cancer. You got money, he's fixed. You got money, you get good treatment, man. Us, we're getting a healthcare from Walmart. That's how it's gonna be. Michael Douglas had stage 4 and he's fixed. Montel Williams, remember him? He had multiple sclerosis. Say that 5 times. He had multiple sclerosis many times. Many times he had multiple sclerosis. He said weed cured him. So there you go. There you go. Brent Michaels had heart issues. No wonder he's banging every chick in the world. So, I'd have heart issues too, especially wild issues.
I wonder if his wife knows.
It's funny. Okay. Well, big news. Hearing a couple of weeks ago, you might have heard about the cop.
Which one?
That was shooting people. You know what I'm talking about?
Which
accidentally.
One?
The cops are always shooting somebody accidentally or on purpose.
I can keep saying which one.
Just
There's
because,
too many of them.
Because they need target practice. It seems like they were on the news every week for a while there.
Man,
and then the silence got to be too good. It was like, okay, well, they all got their stuff together. Nope. They're back in the news. The shooting occurred as 2 minutes as 2 Minnesota police officers were responding to a 911 call, possible assault, shortly after 11 p.m. The lady called a disturbance in the back alley, and when she approached the officers, she went, I guess, by their, from what I understand, she went by their police car and was talking to the main officer at the driver's side, and the passenger side officer shot her. She was standing by the window.
That just
shot her in the chest and killed her. She called for a disturbance. That'll teach her. That's craziness. That's craziness every time you turn around. And this isn't a cop bashing show. This isn't about bashing the cops, okay? This isn't about getting some cop
you
up.
don't have to, because they do them themselves.
Well, they do. And there was another incident in Punta Gorda. I don't know if you can look it up. You guys can look it up on the internet. A lady was actually doing a promo thing of how to get robbed or something. And she was an old, like 7, 8 years old. And a cop shot her and killed her dead in a demonstration.
Community service awareness. And they were demonstrating how not to do things.
Yeah, and then he ended up shooting her.
When the lovely little Christian lady got shot in her chest in front of her husband and her neighbors.
Oh, boy. And, again, this isn't about the cop running through the alleyway with some guy with a TV in his hand, or he robbed somebody, or it's a crackhead running through the alley, or some dark room where he'd be sneaking into the house and he shot somebody accidentally who, was sleepwalking or something. This was the lady went out there to talk, and it was terrible. The killing was Justine. Her real name is Ruziak, but she used her last name Dimond, D-A-M-O-N-D, and it prompted hundreds of mourners to protest during the site on Facebook and demanding questions to be answered. Demand 40 ran meditation workshops at the Lake Harriet Spiritual Community, which in Facebook called her one of the most loving people you would ever want to meet. And she was a very beautiful girl, matter of fact. She had plans to be married in 2 weeks.
Right.
Her stepson-to-be on Facebook demanded answers, but the police and the media were the kind of in control mode about now, and details are slow coming. The officer who fired the shot was identified as Officer, wait for it,
go ahead,
Muhammad Noor.
No way.
Oh, Muhammad Noor, 31 years old. He attended the Augsburg College in Minneapolis and earned a degree in business administration, management, and economics. He certainly didn't earn a degree on how to shoot a firearm. But despite reportedly viewing the police force as his calling, he said, Noor took a windy road to the department's door. His first had jobs in residential property management and as a general manager of the hotel. In his short time with the police, Noor had 3 complaints filed and 2 that are still pending. So the other one was closed and Noor wasn't disciplined. Of course not, because, he's minority or whatever. On May 25th, a woman accused Noor of assault and battery because he grabbed her right wrist and upper arm and inflamed a pre-existing shoulder injury while officers were forcibly removing her from the home and bringing her to the hospital. Noor, who spoke Somali at home, divorced his wife in December. At least she got out alive, huh?
I'm still very, very confused about how you can have 2 police officers.
He said he was
in
spooked.
A cop car.
That's what he said.
And no video available.
That's true. That is true. The video vests that they were issued were turned off.
And so was the camera in the car.
And so was the camera in the car turned off.
And they were going on an actual
And they were
call.
going on to a call that the guy was supposedly attacking somebody in an alley, and they turned it off.
Oh.
I just don't understand. Everything that a cop has at his disposal should be used.
Right.
And especially if you're going on a call and it's in an alleyway, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to turn on the lights, you're going to turn on the cameras, action, let's go, and you're going to make sure that everything's up to snuff, that you're crossing your T, dotting your I, you got everything going. Nobody's going to be doing any shenanigans here. It's a regular call, but it's all off. And I've heard this before. They should be having automatic on. It should be policy where you turn them on.
Sure.
If you're not going to use them, why even buy them? Why even have them?
Exactly. Why are you going to spend that kind of money on that kind of equipment and not utilize
and even
it?
going back, the guy
don't sound right.
Something, right. It's, and something don't sound right is because the guy pulled his gun. He was sitting in the passenger side. He wasn't even out. What was he doing? Something's going to there's going to be a made up story how this happened. You know that.
Well, first rule in gun safety is you never pull the trigger and point it at anything if you don't know what that object is. So
he gets spooked that easy.
He's
a police officer.
That's right.
Exactly.
Watch out. And you know what? If you're a
Some
cop,
don't sound right.
If you're a cop and you do this, you should never ever be able to work for a police officer again. You shouldn't even be in a security guard mode, okay?
No.
You should have to hand in your badge, your wallet, everything, and just go work at Walmart because you should never be in a position where
not in loss prevention either.
Nothing. I mean, we're talking stocking shelves at night, okay? Because the guy obviously has a screw loose,
right.
and that goes back to hiring these guys. We have to start hiring guys that are worth a crap, okay? And the good cops are taking a bad rap because of it. The good guys that really...
There's a lot of good cops.
There's a lot of good ones, and most of them are old school cops. They won't have this problem. They know how to pull somebody. They don't destroy your life. They're not gun happy. They've been around. They're seasoned. They know how to talk to people. They know how to operate. They know the procedures. They know what to do and not to do. They're not going to pull their gun like Don Knotts, shakiest gun in the West, and they're going ahead and shoot somebody. It's just not right. And enough is enough.
Oh, sorry, I got spooked.
Enough is enough. This has got to stop. This is craziness. The cops are getting way out of control, and it's not the good cops, it's the bad ones. You guys got to weed them out. Just like the radical Muslims got to weed out their Muslims, the radical cops got to go too. So you cops that are good cops got to step up and go, hey, this guy's nuts, okay? I'm with Fred Henderson over here. He's got screw loose, man. I don't want him with me.
Yeah.
Put him out,
Somebody should have said that about Muhammad.
And you should be on a permanent, like, temporary basis where if you do something, they evaluate you every 2, 3, 4 years or whatever. And if you show that you're a nutcase and you're getting all these things against you, cut them loose, man. Cut your losses. But this poor woman paid her price, and it's a good cop, bad cop. It's sad, man.
Yeah,
it's sad.
You can't bring it back.
No, you can't bring it back, and we're going to keep an eye on this. And if you got something you want to say to us and speak your mind, leave us a voicemail, 239-791-7002, or fixradioshow@gmail.com. Go to YouTube and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your comments, and you're welcome to join us anytime you want. Look, think the U.S. is running scared when it comes to weapons?
No.
And drones. Threats from, say, Kimmy from North Korea? Well, think again.
This thing's cool.
Great Great American ingenuity, boys. We're back, bitches. That's right.
Look, I've already seen you and Billy both put this on the top of your want list.
We have something that no military has in the world. The world's first active laser weapon. I mean, if this doesn't give you wood, nothing does. Okay?
Oh, my.
Straight up. This will give you wood. It's called LAWS. It's an acronym, of course, for Laser Weapon System. It's not science fiction. It's not experimental. This is deployed on board of the USS Ponce say that for me. Amphibious transport ship, ready to be fired at targets today and every day.
Yep.
So it's more precise than a bullet. It's not a niche weapon. It's something that they can shoot throughout the military. It's good on against air contacts. It's surface to air. It does everything. It's ground to base targets. It's versatile. It can do anything. It has advantages that other weapons don't have. It shoots at like 50,000 times the speed of an incoming ICBM. It's speed of light. I mean, this thing is 5,000 speed of light.
Is it like the red laser light? Like,
I don't know. Billy's got Tripod's got a picture on there, but I don't think it does that.
I see
I think it's kind of cute, but
I added that.
I'm sure you did. It's throwing
you're not seeing the laser
Look, if
light?
we can't see it, I'm sure that the other people can't see it either. But it's throwing massive amounts of photons at an incoming object.
Photons.
Yeah, photons.
That sounds like,
that's right.
wow.
Hey, want some photons? I'll give you some photons, girl. Don't make me throw my photons on you. Hey, they said we don't worry about the wind. They don't worry about the range. They don't worry about the angle of the dangle. We don't worry about anything. We're able to engage targets at the speed of light. And some people have witnessed that speed and at first hand, and they said it's incredible. They said it cost them about $40,000 to actually make these things, which is zero cheap, okay? And just to shoot
on
it.
On military scale, yeah.
Yeah, on a military scale. So what do you think it would cost if we shoot a bullet? We'll call it a shot. What do you think it costs for a shot? A shot. I'll take a shot over here.
$20,000.
Like
$1.
Like a zap?
Dollar.
Like a zap?
$1 a shot.
$1
Boom,
for
$1.
a zap?
Man, it's like a penny arcade. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I'd be like, put them up, boys. Oh, that's $10. You know what I mean? That's great, man. Are you kidding me? He says we focus on it, we shoot it, and then we destroy it. It's instant. He said,
wow.
The instant. The drone. They shot a drone and tested it, and the drone's wings lit up, heated up to a temperature of thousands of degrees, lethally damaging the aircraft and sending it hurling to the sea. The strike comes silently and invisibly. It operates on an invisible part of electromagnetic spectrum, so you don't see the beam. It doesn't even make a sound. It's completely silent. So this the Navy, man, has got their stuff together, boys. Hell to the yes for the Navy, boy.
Go boys.
That's right, because I can aim at any particular spot on a target and disable it and destroy it. It reduces collateral damage and no longer have to worry about rounds that may go beyond the target or potentially hurt somebody else. I don't want to hurt any other damage, and that's how it is. Is that fantastic, huh?
That is awesome.
That's like something you see on a spaceship, like weird stuff.
Right?
I still like the MOAB bomb, though.
Yeah, the Moab is super, super great, man. But soon what's going to happen is they're going to end up putting these things on satellites, and then they won't even have to. They'll just wait for you to do something. The satellites will be like Star Wars, man.
That's beyond UFO-ish.
That's great. Maybe they can make them small on guns next.
So do you think
Star Wars,
Kimmy,
man?
as you call him,
Kimmy.
should
I love Kimmy from North Korea. It's great. Yeah.
Should Kimmy be a little bit scared?
I think that's probably why they showed this, because they wanted everybody to know that, hey, you guys go play some games now, but guess what we got? We got something you ain't got.
Right.
So if you think you're going to get up on us, ain't happening. We're going to come and we're going to bring it on you. So you want to shoot your little missiles, lob them in. We're just going to go.
Bottle rockets.
That's right. We're going to knock them down. And, that is a power play to show somebody that you got something they don't know. Now they're thinking, shoot, man, we start a war with these cats. We may not be able to stop what they got.
Yeah.
And and what it does, it builds you some time to retaliate. So that's kudos to the military, especially the Navy.
Oh, totally.
And I just would want to use it if I had it. I'd be one to say, please shoot something at me.
I just want to know if they're going to invite
something.
President Trump to like take a shot with it.
No, man. He'll take a shot right now with that.
I like where your head's at, though. I'd do it.
You mean like Kimmy does? He goes out there in Korea and he goes and he sits at his table and he pulls the pin and he goes, oh.
That's strictly for PR.
Well, that's what Donald will be doing. He doesn't know what he's doing with that stuff. So I'm just so thrilled, man. I'm so glad we got something nobody else got.
Pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger. Try it. I want to see it work. Okay. Enough of that shenanigans. Let's move on. Oh, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Canada.
You like Canada.
If I had to move, I'd move to Canada. I like Canada. It's pretty. It's beautiful.
Cold,
until it got cold. Well, that's why they got wood and heat, Mary. It's because we're in Florida. You know what I'm saying? They actually got heat. It's not. It's the 21st century. Okay. So Omar Khadr. I don't even know how to say his name and don't care to. Khadr. Omar Khadr. Do you know him? Canadians pay the ex-Gitmo detainee who killed a U.S. soldier millions.
Yeah.
But the soldier's widow may never see a dime. Former Guantanamo Bay prisoner Omar Khadr, 30. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gave Omar a big payout, but the terrorist's real victims may or may not ever see that money. Canada agreed to pay the former Guantanamo prisoner a reported $8 million in a lawsuit alleging civil rights violations.
Yeah.
The settlement included an apology. Oh, the Canadian-born Khadr was 15 in 2002 when he tossed a grenade in a firefight that killed the U.S. Sergeant First Class Christopher Spear and a Special Forces medic. Tabitha Spear, the soldier's widow, and Lane Morris, who was blinded in the firefight, won a $134 million wrongful death default judgment against Kandahar 2 years ago in Utah. Judge denying the request to freeze the ex-Gitmo prisoner's assets. Lawyers for the widow and Morris requested an order freezing Khadr's assets, but last week a Canadian judge threw out the request, calling it extraordinary. You know, that's some stories that just really make you wonder what the hell's going on over there. That this guy throws. He's 15 years old. I guess he's getting out of control. He was a prisoner, and he was probably part of the ISIS movement over there.
Yeah, he stayed in the same house with the man.
Yeah, he did. He had the man. So and because he was a kid, and they did this, then they're going to pay him all this money. It's just he sued the government for $16 million in 2015 after he was released on bail. He claimed he was tortured at Gitmo.
Right.
Of course you were. You were a criminal, and, and it's war. You know, you're going to get tortured. What do you want? What do you want? 5-star restaurant accommodations? Please. Morris told Fox News last week that it was crazy that you would give somebody like that $8 million because his feelings got hurt. I agree. I know he spent time in Guantanamo. This was due to his own actions.
Right.
And he had to pay the price. And somehow this all got twisted around, and he got all this money.
Right.
So
they actually sued for $20 million, and they settled on $8.
And Trudeau, he defends the multi-million-dollar payout to the Gitmo inmate. He confronted Kandahar, the witness stand at the Guantanamo War Crimes Tribunal after Kandahar struck a plea deal. My husband was a good man, she said, according to a story at the Albuquerque Journal. You will forever be a murderer in my eyes. So whatever. I just get so sick and tired of hearing these guys that go to war, do crazy things against the people. They're criminals, they're war crimes, and they turn around, they sue, and they get millions of dollars.
I'm sure that
where is that right? Where is that right?
It's not right.
It's insane. Right. It's insane. So hopefully somebody will appeal this and it will get thrown out.
Can they do that? Can they appeal it?
They have to appeal something because that's insane. This guy was a prisoner of war. He did something heinous, and he should pay for it just like everybody should.
Right.
You know? So I say put Gitmo someplace else where people can't get to it and take all the soldiers there. In an island where if they want to, put them on a big island, just air freight the stuff in. We don't have to keep them. We just keep dropping some food to them, keep them alive. Tents, we don't even have to go in and build nothing. Just put them on a giant island. So
wow,
sick and tired of them.
Yeah, no, don't blame you. But they deserve what they got.
Well,
he didn't. He didn't deserve it, but he was there. He was there for a reason.
There's a lot of things that are to be proud of. Mary, there's a lot of things, and I have to tell you, this story is one that this gentleman
is great.
Must be very proud of.
Yeah.
This person who passed gas on an American airline plane
What?
on Sunday afternoon was forced
What?
all the passengers off the plane. It was a silent but deadly, but he wiped them out.
Oh,
this incident happened when a passenger on the first flight came ill and nauseated and had headaches. According to the spokesman with the Raleigh-Durham International Airport, he blew it up. He blew the bomb up. The flight, which was not identified, landed at the airport around 4 p.m. when the incident was reported. All the passengers were taken off the plane, and after the incident was investigated, it was determined that a passenger had passed massive gas on the plane, and it was too strong for the human beings to handle. Authorities later said that the incident was a medical call. I bet it was. If it was that massive, woo! Well, my man needs some Pepto and some Tums. And so if you're that man, they did not identify the plane or who he was for us to. I
wonder why.
I guess you don't know who it was.
Nobody held
their hand up and said, that was my baby. That was my baby. That was my
bad. My bad.
They said that Sunday night that the plane had an odor issue, but identified it because of past gas.
Oh my!
Now if you're a guy and you do that, you can either say nothing, or you can go, "That's me, and you take ownership of that.
Take props.
Take props for that, and you go back to your boys and go, "That's me, boy. I blowed it up. I cleared the plane, man. I got props." But I'd have been gagging.
Boys.
I've been gagging because me. Smells are big to me.
Oh God.
I'd have been gagging.
He would have been trying to open a window on the plane
it's
in the air.
What happens if that would happen? If all of a sudden a guy does that and some guy freaks out and goes to open a plane to jump out, then what happens? What happens?
It would look like
you better have a parachute ready.
Yeah. Because you may have others following you.
That's right. That's right. With no parachute. It's that bad. So anyhow, make sure you check us out on YouTube, man, and subscribe. The next story I got to bring up. Are you tired of being married, guys? This is a guy story.
It must be.
Are you tired of that significant other just nagging you, constantly nagging you? You need a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Well, Venetano Capitorio, and I love these names. I can never pronounce them. Why can't we have like John Jones or something? Venetano Capitorio, 27, found his way out. Oh, he did. The wife of a veteran skydiver raced to the field where her husband was planning to jump after he sent her a video saying that he was not going to pull the ripcord on his parachute. But she arrived just minutes too late.
Oh.
Venetano Capitorio, 27, never deployed his parachute after jumping 13,500 feet above, guess, DeLand, Florida. Oh, in Florida. The guy got nuts down here. On Tuesday, first flight of the day, he didn't want to wait. According to a police report obtained by the Orlando Sentinel, he was found face down in a field near Skydive DeLand, one of the busiest skydiving hubs in the country. Before Capitorio's fatal jump, his wife Castina Zittellini, and that I love that name. Zittellini sounds like something you put on pasta. 25, ran into the hangar and told employees, "Don't let my husband go up on the plane." But did he? But did she? Did he? Zittellini said she received a video message from him telling her she was not going to pull the cord, and apparently he was not lying. He didn't. So they immediately tried to radio the plane aboard and told the crew member, not to let him jump. Don't let him jump. But guess what? The line was busy. No, it wasn't. They called him, and you know what? He had Verizon. He couldn't get signal.
There you go.
That's what it was. He couldn't get the call up, and then ouch, he was face down, splat like a pancake. So that's one way to get a permanent solution on a temporary problem. But gentlemen, we don't have to take that option. We have other options. Okay? There's some liquor, maybe some medical marijuana, some anxiety pills. Worst comes to worst, you hit Backpage. There's other ways to get around to this thing, guys. Don't be jumping with no parachute, okay?
Good advice, Smitty. Very good advice.
That should be on
Don't
your
try
tombstone.
this at
Don't
home.
try this at home. I'm sure I'll get somebody mad because I made jokes of it. So if you can't find humor in that, then jump off a plane. All righty. 239-791-7002, 239-7002. Leave us a voicemail or shoot us an email at fixradioshow@gmail.com, fixradioshow@gmail.com. We're always interested in your comments and your take on what's happening in this wild here.
What's happening?
What's happening? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Peace out.